All right. Good morning, Africa. Good morning from Houston, Texas, United States of America. This is Smart Mado Ajaja, the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite and the anchor of Good Morning Africa. Yes, and also the anchor of Nigeria Now and Global Matters Arising. How are you doing? It is 12:28 a.m. Central Standard Time here in Houston, Texas, United States of America. I hope you are all set and awake to a new day. It's a pleasure. And today we are presenting the second edition, second episode of Good Morning Africa. Yesterday we're going to be talking about Nigeria, why the Nigerian youths cannot unite to fight for themselves and fight for their country. Yes, why the Nigerian youths cannot unite and fight for themselves and fight for their country like youths across the world do. If you're a Nigerian youth right now listening to this message, you are just joining, please share. Share like never before. I am going to tell you the truth. You may not like it, but I'm telling you because I love you. Yes. So let us gather here. I am not going to start until we get that critical mass of Nigerian youths. So you're on TikTok. I know you are a lot of you on TikTok. Share this message with every Nigerian youth and with every youth in the world, especially from countries in Africa and other places. Yes, where young people are suppressed. The young people in Nigeria are repressed, so badly repressed. It's like they are put under general anesthesia. So today, I am going to give you what in medicine we call ECT, electroconvulsive therapy. So you wake up, you are sleeping. Nigerian youth are sleeping. You are sleeping for a variety of reasons. Some of them are not your fault. I will tell you the one that is not your fault. But I will tell you that the one that is your fault. Because yes, you have a lot, you have tools in your hands that you can use to create some serious situation that will end the logjam in Nigeria. It's in your hands. It's in your hands. So join us. Join me. I am here. You know why I'm flying the American flag? I'm a Rasta man. Rastas, they don't like America. Yes, for the most part. But I'll have to speak the truth. This country is a great country. It is country. It is care. It takes care of young people. It takes care of its youth. America cares about its youth. Yes, America takes care of its youth. America has plans for its youth. Yes. So that is why I'm flying this flag. So who want to get angry, you can get angry all you want. Let us face the fact. Yes, and that is why the patriotism here is so strong. That is why you cannot, it's so difficult for you to corner an American young person and tell him what they can do or what to do to sabotage America. He will not. They will report you the next minute to FBI. Yes. So you go through a grill. This country loves its young people. They start planning for them even before they are born. If you're a young person here, whether your father has money, your father or mother has money or not, you must go to school. Unless you choose not to. Yes, many people here choose not to. Not because the resources to send them to school are not there. The system has a variety of resources. It's either you are so poor and you are indigent and you cannot pay your way through college, the system will find a way to pay through financial aids for you. Yeah, you hear about financial aid for people who are poor. whose parents cannot afford tuition. They find a way. Then another thing, that you can get grants. Yes, there are a lot of people whose background, maybe they were poor as young people, they were poor as children, they grew up from poor homes, and then they make it in life. They set aside a huge part of their money to support people, yeah, who may be poor, who are facing the same situation that they face that nearly deprive them of access to education. You see how kind the people are. They are very kind. They are very generous. So they pass through dangerous situations, and they don't want someone else, other one people behind them to pass through the same situation. So they make so much money, they set aside funds. They create foundations. Yes, and all these foundations are tied to the Department of Education. So when you are looking for funding for your education, you see an array of um, philanthropic organizations. You hear about Carnegie Foundation. You hear about Bill Gates Foundation. You hear about these various foundations. Yes, they set funds aside. And the fund that when they start the funding, people who plug into that same thing, they will help them fund their foundation. Like I am. I send money to some organizations that I believe in their cause, like St. Jude's Hospital, that takes care of children with cancer for free. You know, a lot of people donate money to them. I saw that. I love that foundation, what they do. If a child has cancer here, you get access to that hospital, they will treat you for free. Yes. No matter how long. Yes. Do we have that in Nigeria? No. Dangote and the gang of criminals. They take money from Nigeria, they don't give back to anything. They steal the country blind. They don't give back. So those are two ways. All right. If you do not qualify because your parents make enough money, and but immediately they cannot fund your education, you have access to loan. The government will give you loan to go to school. That loan, you don't pay it immediately. You only start paying when you graduate. Yes. That's a pain in the ass, but still, you went to school. Uh, so nothing, even as I am here, even anything happens to me, my children will go to school unless they choose not to. Not because I am here or not. They will go to school. Any person who says he doesn't go to school here because of fund is a lie. It's not true. And they run those funds very well, and it benefits everybody. I love America for that, very seriously. So that's why I'm flying this flag. I want to inspire you young people in Nigeria. They have turned you into fools, stupid people. They make you stupid. They turn you into robots. Yes, the people who turn you into robots, you will still carry, you wake up and be supporting them. You tell me about Tinubu. You tell me about Okowa. You tell me about Ned Woko. You tell me about Kashin Shetima. You tell me about Erufai. You tell me about Atiku. They are all thieves. They are robbers. They are robbing you. They don't have anything for you. Every politician in Nigeria is a thief. Did you hear that? He's a thief. So it's now I'm going to wave this flag for as long as I can, so you can see what countries does. Nigeria is a very great country, beautiful edifice of a country, good country with everything, oil, gas. Yes, every mineral you can think about, Nigeria has. So what is it? Nigeria is not a poor country. Some people make the poor, and they are from the political class. They are your elites in the private sector, the owners of banks, the owners of those big, stupid, good for nothing businesses. They rob you blind, and you still follow them. And then when they sprinkle a little, you think they are doing you good. Like when I see Tony Elumelu, what he does, and the young Nigerians will be praising him. For what? Why are you praising him? Every transaction you make, he's taking money out of it. Every transaction. It doesn't happen in America. You own a bank account, your bank is taking money from every transaction you make. No. it can't. The next minute is at the Congress. The Congress will step in and stop them. But in Nigeria, what are they doing? If you turn, even money you keep in your bank account, you didn't even touch it. The next minute, it start going down. Yes, because you have insensitive politicians, insensitive lawmakers at the National Assembly. It can't happen here. The government protect the people here. Government defend the people here. Yes, they defend because that's their responsibility. Government is to defend the citizens and the state and not exploit them for personal gains. And even at that, people here still complain that the government is cheating them. But in Nigeria, it's the total robbery. They're killing Nigerians, destroying them. And then you follow them. You are a young person. What is wrong with you? Yes. Yes. You see, when you are here in America, you are a young person, you will go to school. No matter the condition, you will go to school. It's either you are too smart, you get scholarship. Yes. You are too poor, you get financial aid. All right. You are average, you can make money, they give you a loan if you cannot pay out of your pocket immediately. So that loan you pay when you graduate. When you graduate, that's what I said. Not before you graduate. When you graduate and you find a job, they'll start taking the money little by little from your money until you pay it off. See what I'm saying? And along the line, you may see a government that will come that will like, okay, the person who is the president of the country at the time feels like looking at his own situation in his own time. He can decide to forgive you the loan. All right? That is your money. As long as you work, you pay taxes to the American system. You see what I'm saying? So, and the rich people here, they do good. The rich people here, they set money aside. They put it into foundations. Yes, it's either they create their own foundations or they support other people's foundations. Are they doing that in Nigeria? No. Nigeria is to steal. Nigerian politicians and the elite, thieves, 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 thieves. And you support them. Yes, every time they want to rob you, every election, you are the one who will step forward. You have no jobs. You are writing cha 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 everywhere on Facebook. You don't see any American young person misbehaving on Facebook on behalf of any politician. They don't have time for that. They don't have time for that. When they do, they listen to the television. They hear the politicians, especially during the elections. They hear their manifestos. What are they going to talk about? How are they going to support funding for education? How are they going to support funding for healthcare? How are they going to support funding for infrastructure? How are they going to support help pressure the energy company to lower their bills? Yes. How are they going to talk about children, children? Yes. Women's rights and existing rights. Anything that will take the rights of an American, they will go to war for it. Yes. What do you have as a Nigerian? Nothing. Zero. You were born in a country that is supposed to be so rich. Day one, you are born into hopelessness. And hopelessness that some people created, it can end. And then they burn you into hate. They burn you into hate. Yes, they burn you. The hate in Nigeria is too much. Hate, Hate, is too much. A young child is born. The first thing he learns is to hate an Igbo man. The next thing is hating Yoruba person. Hate Hausa, hate this, hate that, hate everybody. Yes, we come into our life. You then inherit problems that you did not create. And then you expand it, it becomes generational. That is why Nigeria cannot unite. See? So this generation of young people, do yourself, not me. I don't need it. I already grew past hate. I grew past mischief. I grew past jealousy. I grew past bigotry. I grew past tribalism. agro past religious nationalism. All those things are cosmetic, created by men to keep the people divided for their own selfish benefits. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Yes, 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 yes. All right. Hey, oh, YouTube, thank you very much. So, hey, I forgot to do what we do. I am high. So high. So high. If you are joining me for the first time on Facebook, on TikTok, and on YouTube, follow. Follow me. Follow me. There is benefit in follow me. I don't have money to give to anybody, but I have a lot of information that I can pass to you. I have a lot of life experiences that I can share with you. Yes, and that is why I am not afraid of anybody. Nobody on earth can gag me. Yes, we have to speak the truth. And that is why I'm standing up for Africa, standing up for Nigeria, the best way. This country, see the flag I'm flying. This country takes care of its youth. They will go to any length. That is why they can go to war in foreign countries, to come bring the money here to build their own system. What is your own strategic national agenda in Nigeria? Nothing. What is your Nigeria's foreign policies trust? Absolutely nothing. Yes, to borrow money and they put it in their pocket and put you in debt. Do you know the debt you young people in Nigeria owe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is borrowing every day? He's borrowing the country into stupor. And you cannot stand up because you don't know that you have rights. Now, let me give you a rendition of your rights. Your rights as a human being first, then your rights as citizens of Nigeria. So, after hearing me this time again, if you like, you can go and behave, continue doing things as usual. You know how old I am? 63. Yes. Don't worry about how I look, that you think I look young. I just choose to be young because I deal with a lot of young people. So I have to bring myself to their level. Yes, I love young people. That is why I do things the way I do. Yeah, I don't want to be that old man. No, 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 no. Yes. So I want to share with you. Listen to me. I have children and they are youths. And I tell them the hard truth. Sometimes they don't like it. After some time, they get over it. And we are cool again the next minute. Because I don't want to raise them like idiots. I have to raise them as real human beings. They have to face some realities of life and they learn. Any person who comes to this life without learning any experience, you can't survive. One push, you will crash. So we need. All right, what we do, I welcome all those who are encountering me for the very first time. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Thank you very much for taking your time out to be with us today on this second edition of Good Morning Africa. Good Morning Africa was conceived, to reach especially the young people in Africa, to wake them up to the realities of Africa, and then give them background information about what Africa is and the travail Africa has gone through and the need for them to take the banner and run with it and make Africa truly, truly great. All right? And it can be done. So if you're on YouTube, you know what you do. Subscribe to our channel if you have joined us for the very first time. Subscribe to our channel. Yes, and it's a lot of benefit to get, from being a part of us. And I want us to expand the mission. I want ONN, yeah, on YouTube to be an alternative to the mainstream media that never tells the people the truth. Yes, they never tell you the truth because they are driven by commerce. They are driven by economics. They tell you half truth, but we tell you the whole truth. We go to where they cannot go to or where they will not want to go to. Every news to us is important. No matter how remote the place is, we are there. And we are looking for people who can help us, on volunteer basis to help us get to those underserved people. We interview people. We don't care about the economic status. You don't have to have money to appear on our shows. No, you don't have to. We are for the poor, we are for the ordinary people because we've been through it. And that is why we dedicate our lives to working with the young people, working with those who have no access to opportunity, those who have been written off anywhere on earth. So those are the people we deal with. We don't deal with politicians, and we don't take money from politicians. We don't take money from thieves and drug dealers. Yes, if you want to support our mission, support us through sharing our messages, through commenting, so we continue to be recommended, yes, to more people. And if you are so kind, you want to join our membership, we'll appreciate it, as that helps us to expand our mission and support as many people as we can. Thank you very much. So if you are joining us from TikTok, please follow me. I love all the follows and the likes and the massive impact your followership is having on our account. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you. Jacob Bamboshi, thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Nigerian youths can't unite. Yes, or they can't unite. Please confirm. They can unite, but why they cannot unite is what I've just told you. One is because of we come into when we are born. We are born knowing that we have to hate. This group is bad. This group you have not experienced them. So what I want your generation to do is to divorce yourselves from the ugly past of Nigeria and build a real network of a new network for young people that are willing to build a real country. And that is why I am at the forefront of advocating for Open Nigeria. I am the convener of Open Nigeria. The reason why it's a spiritual ideology. I ran for Senate in 2017 in Nigeria, 2018, actually 2019. I started the build up from around 2014. And I had to do, I'm a scientist. I love to experiment, before I make decisions so I could arrive at the right inference. I did a test run of the mindset, how Nigerians behave, what inspires them, what they like. For 4 years, I did that research. Delta North, I'm from Delta State in Nigeria. That was where I ran the test. The result was so bad. The way we think, what makes us support people outside abilities, outside competency, outside knowledge, outside courage to do right, and outside the content and strength of character. All those areas, our people were not looking in that area. What our people were looking, they are busy looking about how much money they are going to get. So our country is a transactional country. And sadly, the youth of Nigeria have inherited the culture of transaction, that everything to them, they have to be paid money, they have to be given money. Yes, so that is corruption. So in essence, majority of Nigerian youths are corrupt. They've been corrupted by the system, by the toxic people that they look up to for leadership that they don't have. It's everywhere, in the east, west, north, and south. Yes, corruption, youth corruption. That is the worst virus that can hit any nation. It is too much. I experienced it, I saw it, then this vision came that something has to happen in Nigeria. There has to be a revival here in Nigeria. There has to be a revival, moral revival. The country has broken its moral compass. So sad. That is why you have a drug dealer as your president. Drug dealer, not because I'm not saying it because I hate him. I am saying it because it is true. He lived in this country where I'm broadcasting from. He lived in the United States. I am talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He lived here in the United States. He lived in Illinois. He was operating between Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, and Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana, a small town populated by mostly black people at the time, whacked by drugs. Yes, drugs. Bola Ahmed Tinubu sold drugs in commercial quantities. He destroyed American lives here. He was arrested, prosecuted, and then they fined him. I don't know why. Unlike America, they did not put him behind bars. They find it, but the records are there. Google it. He's a drug dealer. Yes. Then they let him go. They let him go. He returned to Nigeria and became a senator in Nigeria. He became a senator in Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria. From being a senator, he became a governor of the richest state in Nigeria. I'm talking about Lagos State. Lagos State, you know how much money comes into Lagos every day? Lagos is most underdeveloped. Yes, very underdeveloped. When you think about how much money comes into Lagos, you know the number of companies in Lagos? Yes. Lagos is supposed to even be richer than the whole of the country. What do they do with this money? So when they do little things, Sawolu, you are saying Sawolu is working. Go and find out how much comes into Lagos State. And then you will tear Sawolu apart. You will ask him, what is it? Where is the money? What are you doing with the money? Yes. That was what Bola Ahmed Tinubu sat on for 8 years as governor. And then when he finished, he now has more than 1/4 of the whole of Lagos. He's in charge of collecting taxation and everything in Lagos. He amassed so much money, enough to take on the whole of Nigeria, enough for him to buy up all of the country's strategic institutions, including the army. Yes, he bought the police, bought the army, bought the DSS, bought the fake traditional rulers. These are people you should not be respecting. The traditional institution is a dead institution. Dead, 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 dead. Populated by criminals, corrupt people. Yes, those who fund banditry and terrorism. You know them in the north, all of them. Yes, you know them. If you're a Nigerian youth, share this message. Seriously, share this message. Nami de Tokam. Share this message. Please share it. Save yourselves, save your country. Now, before I forget, you know, as a human being, first of all, as a human being, you have some basic human rights. Now, number one is the right to your life. You have a right to your life. And all these basic human rights are given to you by only one person, not government. Government does not give you right. Government has no right to give you any right. The only man that can give you right is the Almighty God. He can give you and take it. That is why you should fight for your rights. And that is what the Nigerian youths are not doing. Nigerian youths are not fighting for their rights. They lie down docile like they are drugged. What's wrong with you? Now, number one, right to your life. Number two, right to freedom of choice, right to choice. You can make choice. God gave you the power to make choice. And that right to choice is sacrosanct, so powerful, so powerful. Every man has got the right to decide his own destiny. And in this judgment, there is no partiality. So arm in arms, we arm. We fight this little struggle, children, because that's the only way we can overcome our little troubles. Then, brother, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right, yeah. So right, we go fight, we gonna fight, we got to fight, fighting for right. Yes, God gave you the power to fight for your rights. All right, the preachers in the church and the mosque, they are preaching crazy stuff. They are not teaching you anything. They emotionally blackmail you to take your money and make you stupid. All right, let's name those rights first. First, right to your life. Second, right to your choice. Right to freedom of expression. You see how I'm talking? You should be free to speak. It's God given. You see anything wrong going on, you are mandated by the Almighty to speak. You don't have to be quiet, even if your brother is involved. Speak and save lives. When we keep quiet, we expose our community, we expose our country to danger. That is why Nigeria is in the kind of dangerous hell it is right now. Right to freedom of expression. That's right number 3. Right to freedom of association. You can be my friend. I am not a Yoruba man. I have a lot of friends who are Yorubas. Yes. All right. I have a lot of friends who are Igbos. I have friends who are Hausas. I have some friends who are Fulanis. Nobody restricts me. No king, Bonda king, can tell me that I should not be a friend of an Hausa man because perhaps he has a problem with the Hausa people. No. My relationship with anybody is well defined and usually organic and true. Yes, we relate for the greater good of our country. See what I'm saying? All right? Right to freedom of association. You can relate, have good relationship, not criminal relationship. Not relationship that will make you sabotage Nigeria or sabotage anybody. All right? Yes. Okay. Right to freedom of worship. You can worship whatever you decide is God, as long as you are conscientiously doing that, and that only one man can hold you accountable, for what you do. As long as what you are doing does not violate the rights of others, you are free to do it. All right. Then right to self-determination. That every man has got the right to decide his destiny. You see, every man, like I sang it already. Bob Marley said that. Every man has got the right to decide his own destiny. You can decide what you want to be and go for it. And if you go for it with honesty, you will be that. You will be that. Once you can dream it, it can be done. Once you can dream it, it can be done. Once you can dream it, it can be done. Now, all these rights are interdependent. Each and every one of them is important. When you take one away, you have taken all because they are all connected. If you take somebody's right to life, you finish that person. So a dead man is gone, doesn't fight for right, all right? When you take my right to choice, you have finished me. I may be breathing, but I'm dead. And this is why these are very important things. When we give the rendition, it's not just movie. It is powerful. It's given to you. Take it. The other person who is striving to take your right, who has been taking your right, is a human being like you. They thrive by trying to take your rights away. That is why those of you who go to church, you read the Bible. In the Bible, you hear God say, I gave you dominion over all things. He didn't say dominion over something. He said dominion over all things, including dominion over bad leaders and bad leadership. God did not create you to be a slave to anybody. God did not create you to be a second-class citizen of any country. And for you, Nigerian, God did not create you to be a second-class citizen of Nigeria. No citizen of Nigeria is more important than you. Even the man sitting at the highest office in the land is a mere human being like you. He has no more rights than you. He is not your headmaster that will take a cane and be flogging you, especially when you are an adult. No, nobody can gag you. Nobody can. But they gag you when you keep quiet, when you don't stand up. And the reason they have gagged Nigerians is because Nigerians keep quiet. Nigerians are absorbed so much. Nigerians are always adjusting to misery. And then the more you adjust, the more they come. Even with your backs on the wall right now, they are coming for you. And this is why Nigerians must bite. Stop being cowards. God did not make you to be cowards. Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not own Nigeria. Kashim Shettima does not own Nigeria. Remi Tinubu does not own Nigeria more than you. You are a stakeholder. Forget about all this nonsense they talk about. They are taking a stake. You are the number one stakeholder. Yes. So, and they say there's hunger in the land. I agree. There's hunger in the land. But a hungry man now should be an angry man. And then when 1 million angry, hungry men come together, you know things will happen. They have beaten you down with hunger. They have made you corrupt against your wish. I know I've traveled that road. I know what it means to not have something. I know what it takes to be so broke that you begin to look for your kobo to guide them together. Yes, I know. Even as a grown man, I still go through it. And the reason is because of what I do in Nigeria. I support a lot of people. Sometimes I do so much, I overstretch myself and put myself in that broke bracket, very broke, that sometimes you find it difficult to buy petrol to power your car. And that this is the result of the enormity of the trouble in Nigeria. The Nigerian, when you deal with poor people, because you descend into poverty. And this is why we are telling you now, it's time for you to wake up. You have been sleeping. I feel so sad when I see young people, young children, waking up and they are pushing the agenda of their oppressors. You go to the social media, instead of using your social media handle to do positive things, you are sharing their messages. You don't share my kind of message that is supposed to wake you up and set you free if we all come together to get the job done. So this is why you have to take a detour now. Today, after listening to me, go to your restroom or wherever a quiet place. Think about this, that God did not create you to be poor. No, God did not make anyone to be poor. No, 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 no. It's man-made. The poverty in Nigeria was created to keep you poor, keep you down, so that your oppressor will continue to ride you. Nigeria is so endowed with everything. There's nothing that does not exist in Nigeria. But you ask yourself this question: how come Nigeria is not progressing? China is progressing. America is progressing. Dubai 27 years ago was like a barren land. Some people decided to fix the country. Yes. And now it's like a magic. Go to Dubai. Nigerians go there. Yes, the criminal politicians, they have money. They have houses in Dubai. Yes, actually, what is developing Dubai? More of them are coming from Nigeria. They fleece their country. They rob Nigeria and go and develop other places. They take their children. They send them to schools. In America, they send them to school. In Britain, they send them to schools. In France, they send them to school. In Saudi Arabia, they send them to school. In many places, yes. Yes. And painfully, you, the young people of Nigeria, you don't feel pains. You see all these things, their children go and then come back. And then they keep you at bay, the next generation of oppressors. You can't even go near them. You can't see them to sit together with you. No, they'll be looking at you like you smell. All right? And you still find the room to praise their father. You find the room to celebrate their mothers. Instead of you standing up to them to demand accountability, you know, from them on what they did with your resources. They leave you poor, they leave you broke, they leave your parents struggling. Some of you graduated from universities. You have graduated, some have graduated like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. You are still living under your parents. Yes. But 18-year-old here, 18-year-old in America, is already driving his car. He's walking, maybe he's even in school, and he's driving a car. Some of them, as early as 18 years, they have already moved out of their parents' home. They now want to live independently on their own. They're able to handle business and start the journey of life. Here comes Nigerian, 40-year-old man. He's still living under the roof of his or her parents. Yes, it's not normal. In our place, in our country, we don't have social welfare policy. We don't have it. That is why our parents go out of their ways to invest in us, hoping that when we come of age and we're able to start doing stuff, we support them in their old age. Old age is not fun anymore in Nigeria, especially when they don't have anything to fall back on. That's why the misery in Nigeria is going to expand so badly. Yes. The people who create the situation that has created the kind of insecurity in Nigeria, they're the ones. They have their own life taken care of. If Nigeria catches fire tomorrow, you see all of them taking off, running away from the country. Stop supporting them, my youths of Nigeria. I want to say, I am sorry, and I have to tell you the truth. Majority of you are corrupt. Corruption comes in various forms. You corrupt, you see somebody destroying your country, you turn your face the other way because that person is from your hometown. The person serves the same type of God with you, is from your region, and is destroying your country. And you keep quiet, you are corrupt. You are corrupt. You sell your votes to a wrong candidate that you know does not have what it takes to lead and to create access to opportunity for you and the rest of the country. You are very, very corrupt. You defend a criminal who has hurt your country. Yes. For any reason, you are corrupt. Very, very corrupt. I will tell you this truth. If I stand for an election tomorrow, because I'm telling you the truth, if you want to vote against me, vote against me. I'll feel very happy. I feel very happy that I'm able to tell you this truth. Politicians will never tell you the truth. They will tell you what you want to hear in order to continue to have you loyal to them for no just cause. They are criminals, they are thieves. No politician in Nigeria, if you ask me, I will say something very extreme about them. They are murderers, mass murderers. Have you seen a country as badly run as Nigeria? Have you seen a country that has been in darkness since the past nearly 60 years? Have you seen a country with a horrible, horrible transportation system? Have you seen any country with the type of healthcare delivery services that you have in Nigeria, where people go to the hospital to just die instead of getting better? Have you seen a country where people bring foreigners into their country to steal oil, sabotage their country's economy? Are you happy that Nigeria's four refineries are grounded? Four refineries, four refineries, four national refineries grounded. And they have a group managing director. The last one was a Kiari. For 10 years, Kiari was running NNPC down. He ran the company aground. And the government was giving him money every year for making no money. There was no single petroleum produced by Nigeria's four refineries. Nigeria was importing fuel. They talk about fuel subsidy. It's a racket by those who hate Nigeria. Me, who they look like me and you. They pretend that they are Muslims or Christians. They eat the same type of food we eat. They speak some of our languages. We look up to them as gods that they are not. Children of Satan. They destroyed your country. And you are a youth. You are supposed to be standing up. Okay, I haven't told you about your basic human right. Now, let me tell you about your right to the citizenship of Nigeria. You know you are a citizen of Nigeria with rights to live lawfully anywhere in Nigeria, conduct business there, go to school, raise family, do anything without fear of molestation. If you understand it that way, why do you keep quiet? Why do you see some people in Lagos asking fellow Nigerians to leave Lagos for real? Yes, asking fellow Nigerians to leave Lagos because Lagos is they are not Yorubas. Yes, it's insane. But here I am living in the United States. I came here in 1996 after spending 2 years in South Africa. Since 1996 that I came here, I have taken some very high profile jobs here, supervised people from here. Nobody during all those times walked up to ask me, why are you here from Nigeria? Nobody has ever asked me any question about this, my last name, Ajaja. Where is this name from? Unless I tell you, unless you are my friend, we are free to that extent where we can talk about some personal issues. Then you will know more about me. I've traveled to 48 of America's 50 states. I was in textbooks distribution business. The only two states I've not been is Hawaii and Alaska. Yes. But every other state I have been in the United States. Yes. I saw different type of people, different type of cultures. Yes. But overall, it's the United States. Nobody, if I can wake up now, I'm a registered nurse. If I decide that I'm tired of being here in Texas, I can move to New York and get a job the next day in New York. Nobody's going to ask smart, where are you from? What they are looking for is smart. What can you give to this hospital? What are you going to give to this institution if we give you a job? That's all. That's all. But in Nigeria, what is the case? You have to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. All right. Some people are made to pay money. You pay 1 year salary into somebody's hands before you can be given a job. And a lot of people have been hurt. They pay this money and nobody gives them a job. It's because of the terrible system. But this system here is transparent. You can't tweak it. People who hire people are looking for the best because that's how institutions make progress. But in Nigeria, it's darkness. Young girls are made to give sex to pass examination. They are made to give sex in order to get employed. And then when people are employed like that, they never employ the best. And then that employment, wrong employment, reflects on the overall performance of whatever institution they are in, and then they degrade the country. That is why Nigeria is on the canvas. The right people are not the ones driving Nigeria. We got to change it. It's your young people. If you can make a commitment to ending the nonsense in Nigeria, it will be in your best interest. So you must divorce yourselves from the old English Nigeria. That old English Nigeria is not good, it's bad. And it will never, Nigeria will never move forward in that realm of old English Nigeria. We need a new Nigeria. We need an open Nigeria. We want the young people of Nigeria to be the drivers of their destiny. Drive it honestly so we can build a country where everybody will have free, fair, equal, unlimited, and unconditional access to opportunity to grow and develop and progress and prosper according to abilities and levels of competency in a non-threatening environment and for the good of the country and its people. And that is how we build the type of leadership that can revolve from generation to generation in order to be put in the same trajectory of development like other countries, including here, the United States, Germany, and other places. If we don't do this, forget about Nigeria is going to die. Nigeria is right at it's in a mortuary right now, but it's still breathing. Yes. That is the sad thing. And who are responsible? You, for some reason. You, who is not looking at what other countries are doing. If Senegalese can choose a young man like Faye, you know, Faye was in prison. The government of Senegal did not want him, Faye and Sanko. They were put away in prison because they were demanding for a better condition for their country. The government at the time saw them as threats, like Bola Tinubu sees me and others as threats, like they see Nnamdi Kanu as a threat. That, are you now coming to your realization why Nnamdi Kanu is being held in captivity? The reason is he's angry. He's very angry. He was angry. Now he raised this question. He raised his fingers to ask a question. Nigeria did not want to ask him, and want him to ask that question. Not Nigeria, the drivers, the evil drivers of Nigeria did not want him to ask that question. The Igbos never want, no, they didn't want to leave Nigeria. Why they are reacting is because Nigeria, the evil drivers of Nigeria did not want them or do not want them to be real Nigerians. If you ask me a question, the Igbos are the most authentic Nigerians. You know why? They go everywhere. How many Nigerians will wake up? They see the ones who are blaming, they don't want to leave their comfort zones. They will sit down from where they are and create stories stories of hate. Yes. How you know a country is when people are willing to mix. Nigeria cannot mix. That is the biggest problem. Nigerians are not mixing. Yes. If we cannot integrate, we cannot unite, and we cannot transform that country. It started at independence, or it started as far back as 1914 when they did the amalgamation. If after 65 years we cannot still come together. We have not been able to come over Islam and Christianity and their rivalry. We have a big problem. We have a huge problem. The North, the problem of North. Okay, let me talk about the North. The North does not exist. The North exists for some people. Yeah, that North is nonsense. All right, the South does not exist. We know that. They say we are from the South. I don't care about. I'm not a Southern. I'm a Nigerian. All right, but they talk about Southern. I think they use it to react to what some people do in the North. But now, since recently, I discovered that actually the North has never been in existence. The North is a fairy tale that was decorated for the good of Fulani elites who do not love the country. They want to destroy the country. So now, they are the ones sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. They are the ones sponsoring banditry in Nigeria. Few Fulani elites. They control everything in Nigeria. They control your armed forces. They control your economy. They control everything. Because the rest of us went to sleep. I don't know how they did it. They are from a minority tribe. And the total population of their tribes people, their tribesmen, not up to 10 million in Nigeria. But the population of Nigeria is put to about approximately 250 million people. So what is wrong with the rest of the 240 million people that cannot come together and do what they must do to put Nigeria on the path of genuine nationhood and greatness? We have a problem. And then when they have you young people, they put you in that trajectory of retrogression. They put you in that trajectory of hate, where you have to, not show love for one another in a country. You come and take the Yoruba stand, you come and take the Igbo stand, you come and take the Hausa stand. Now we must dissolve those boundaries to build a country. You know how many ethnic nationalities there are in the United States? Every country on earth is represented here, and we are able to get along. Some of my friends are from Pakistan, some are Germans, some are from different places. We get along. No mutual suspicion. We work. America is about work. If you don't work, you don't make money. You got to work. Yes. But Nigeria, what are they doing? The work ethics in Nigeria is so terrible. The people don't work. Yes. The country is in the hands of the wrong drivers. We must take it. And the only people who can take it is the youths. The youths are the engine room. They are the engines that drive a nation. But they put you to sleep so you cannot drive the country. They put you to sleep. They keep you divided so you continue to see what is wrong with the Igbos. And then vice versa. The Igbos start seeing what is wrong with the Yorubas. And then when these people benefit from this type of confusion, they keep you distracted and keep you busy. Yes, young people of Nigeria, let me appeal to you. After I told you you are corrupt, you are very corrupt, but I want to appeal to you. Go and think again. Unite and take this country. Great country, beautiful country. I know when Nigeria unite, Africa is waiting for the whole of Nigeria. Nigeria is the greatest obstacle to the unification of Africa. Nigeria is the greatest obstacle to the unification of Africa. The day Nigeria rises, didn't you hear Professor Patrick Lumumba? He keeps on saying it. The day Nigeria rises, the day Nigeria rises, Africa will take off. We are the ones stalling the rest of Africa, and it's really angry. It's annoying. It's annoying. Whether by mistake or by accident, we have the country Nigeria. Nigeria is supposed to be the flagship of the whole of Africa. So our ancestors, those before us, did a terrible job of not laying a foundation for the takeoff of a rich country. But we must not continue on that trajectory. So we must be that generation that will turn this thing around and say, no, we have had enough of this nonsense. Let us unite. What does it cost me to be in the same country with a Yoruba man, in the same country with a Fulani man, in the same country with an Hausa man, the same country with a thief man, Baron, Urobo, and all that? Yes, what does it cost me? It doesn't cost me anything. It costs me nothing, absolutely nothing, especially a country that has everything. But now we are so divided and can't put it together. Don't you think it's time we do something about it and end the suffering of our people? Let's end this pain. All of us are suffering. Now, if I come to Nigeria, you know how much it cost me to buy security first. I don't like police being around me. I want to be free. I am free here. Do you see any police here? You see the electricity since you started watching here. I'm talking to you Nigerians. Since you started watching, did you see this light blink? No. It's like a sin. It's like a sin for electricity to be cut off just like that, the way they do it in Nigeria. And then when it comes back, everybody is shouting, up NEPA, up NEPA, up NEPA. We put electricity in as prayer points. We pray that NEPA does not take light here today in the name of Jesus. Everybody says amen. It's madness. It's madness. Things that we take for granted here, you put into prayer in Nigeria. Pray, 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 pray. Do too much prayer and no action. Nigerians, you need to work. And the youths have to be the ones at the forefront. We are in a wrong bus, driven by a drunk driver, drugged driver. Yes, at all levels, not just only at the federal level. If you ask me what should take place now, the best way to address Nigeria's problem right now is a revolution. So we can start at fresh and then choose how we want to be governed. We ride tear that trash they call a constitution of Nigeria. That's not a constitution. Yes, and then end impunity in Nigeria. The impunity in Nigeria is too much. That somebody can come and take people and kill them, or kidnap people and then take them into the forest and be demanding for ransom. If you don't pay, they slaughter you and sell your organs. That's not the country you want to be in. So a time has come for us to draw the line. Okay, let me read what some people are saying here. It's a lot, but I'm going to read as much as I can. Uh, uh, as much as I can here. It's a lot on YouTube here. All right, Malcolm, how are you? Thank you very much for joining. And I hope there's no more war in Sudan. My friend, the war in Sudan is still raging, and neighboring countries. So the war is expanding in Sudan, and the people who are creating the war are the same people causing the trouble in Nigeria. Yes, so Sudan is just like one country away from Nigeria, and the war, whatever they are doing, they have been moving, taking one country down after another. You see the confusion in Mali. You see in Niger, Burkina Faso, yes, Sudan, and then Nigeria, and all that. So there's a grand design to wreck that whole sub-region. And this is the reason why we are asking everybody to gear up and stop going to sleep. It is your responsibility. Yes, we owe Nigeria a civic, constitutional, and moral obligation to defend her at all times against fellow Nigerians who come out to destroy the country, those who wreck the country's economy, those who steal everything that is supposed to be for the people. So we must, it's your right, it's your duty, it's our duty, it's my duty. I am doing it. How are you doing it? Do you follow those who are doing it? Or you follow the politicians for the pittances that they give to you close to every election? Do you know when you sell your vote, you are committing an act of treason? You don't know. Yes, that is a choice that you are throwing away. The power of your choice, you threw it away for a cup of rice. That is wickedness. Self-hate. You hate yourself, you hate your future, you hate your country. And if you have children, you hate your children. So let us have this time to think about what we have been doing to our country. Hey, Malcolm, how are you? Um, okay, let me see. Hey, hello, how are you? Thank you very much. Yes. All right. All right. Edgar Bell. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. You guys having a birthday. I'm wishing you happy birthday. All right. All right. Okay. And let me see. Yeah. So much, so much, so much, so much to read about. Wow. 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 Let me see here. Wow. I can't read all of this. Hey. Thank you, Enormous Austin. Thank you very much for joining. And please subscribe to our channel. All right, Re Biafra TV. Good morning, good morning. How are you, Mr. Biafra? Okay, and Nigeria is not a country. That is why you can take what is not for you. Olalekon, are we considering United Africa? Absolutely. That's the only way Africa can be saved. If we don't unite Africa, forget it. Because those who colonized Africa, those who brought about imperialism, those who brought about apartheid, now globalization, they are not going to sleep. They are constantly researching other ways of bringing Africa. In this time, when they occupy Africa, it's going to be for keeps. So that is why I'm telling you, young people, don't go to sleep, man. Wake up. Stop just the nonsense of corruption. Stop selling your votes. Start organizing. Start loving one another. That's the only way. Follow those that are truly, truly, truly patriotic. And when you see them, you will know it. Stop expecting to be paid money to be responsible. Stop this culture of transaction. When you become transactional, you are destroying your country. Yes, when everything is about money for you, you are wrecking your country. Let us stop wrecking our country. Let us build it. Yes, that is how great countries. That is how America became great. Remember, America was a British colony. How many of you know that America was a British colony? Okay. All right, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Whenever you like. Even like right now, you can it's oh, did I share the link? I'm not sure. I did not share the link. Otherwise, you would have been able to come. But yes, whenever you want, yeah, the next show, I promise. The next show, I will make it an open mic show, and it's going to be next Wednesday when we do Good Morning Africa or any of our show that I want to talk about, because we have so many now. On Wednesdays we do Good Morning Africa. On Fridays we do matters reggae night on Fridays. We talk about Africa sometime then, and then on Saturdays we do Nigeria now and global matters arising. So you can use any of those platforms, or if you want to restrict it to Good Morning Africa that we do about this time, that'll be fine too. So, but the next one, I'm gonna make it open so we can talk. On Friday, on Saturday morning, I'm gonna be interviewing a young man from Kenya, Mike Nkinzo. Yes, we're gonna be talking seriously about leadership and democracy in Africa. Is it good for us? Yes. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, on Sundays, we don't do too much of a program, but sometimes sporadically we do. So let's see how things go. Like, let's see how it goes. Yes. So you have my contact information. The contact, if you want, you can send me a message on WhatsApp. The number to send a message is +1 713 281 5435. Now let me say it again. +1 713 281 5435. So if you send us a message, send me a message from there, introduce yourself, how we connected, because I get a lot of thousands of messages. So I'll be able to place your name to it. Yes. Okay, I just called my number. Did you get it? I'm calling it again. +1 713 281 5431. Yes. +1 713 281 5431. Chibuzo Yemene, thank you very much. We welcome you. Well, I respect your right. I'm not fighting Biafra. It's your right, and right to self-determination is a basic human right. So nobody can take it away. I can't take it away from you. I will not fight you over that. It's just like those leading Nigeria are blind. They don't know what they are doing, because it's clearly stated in Nigerian constitution, the right to self-determination. And then you can't be in a marriage where you are not happy, and then nobody is trying to address your situation. So anybody is free. But if the people of Nigeria understand where I am coming from, and that we do what we need to do, there will be no need for you or anybody to leave, to go to Biafra or be crying Oduduwa, because the country will be so open to everybody to be whatever he or she wants to be. Yes. But the problem is they try to be in the way of people like me from being the leaders of the country. And this is why the young people must rise up now and decide what they want to do with that country. Because you own the country more than me. I'm 63 years old. If I have another 40, I'll be so happy. Very happy, because I really want to live up to 100. Yes. Yes. Yes, so that's the thing. It is in your hands, it's in our hands, to do justice to Nigeria. It is in our hands to consider, look at our country. Why should some people, a minority, be controlling the rest of us? And that is why I'm mad at young Nigerians from everywhere in Nigeria, especially the one they call the south of Nigeria. I'm so angry with the people there that you continue to follow the stupid politicians from that part. The Fulani politicians are arming young Fulanis. The ones that you follow from your so-called south, they exploit you and give you pittances. But the Fulani politicians and their fake emirs arm them with AK-47. They give them rocket-propelled grenades from the money that they stole from Nigeria. But your own from the so-called down south, they steal money. They put everything in their pocket. They don't give you anything to defend yourself. Yes, that is evil. That is stupid. That's wicked. Yes. So that's the thing. Hey, Howard, thank you very much. We appreciate all those who are joined us from TikTok. Yes. So these are the questions you should be asking. You are not asking them questions. Now I am telling you, abandon them. Sir, you are the one to put Africa together. Leader, I mean the president of Africa. Oh my God, that's an honor. It's a huge honor. But there are a lot of people who are better than me. Yes, but I'm praying that we will get to that point where let us agree to get it done. Because that was the dream our founding fathers had. That was the dream Emperor Haile Selassie had. And that was the dream Kwame Nkrumah had. That was the dream Modibo Keita, Sekou Toure, yes, Julius Nyerere, yes, um, Kenneth Kaunda, Jomo Kenyatta. That was all that they wanted. Abdul Nasser, Amika Cabral, they wanted that. And all those people, they wanted a united Africa right at that point, about 80 years ago, because they saw what is happening today. They were scared. Even one of them said that even if they give us independence, that the same oppressors will come back as investors. Is that not happening? Yes, and then when they come as investors, they will never give you the value of whatever your share of the investment is. They decide what they pay you, and they have all the institutions. You don't have any. So that is why we need an Africa with smart thinkers, Africa that can build its own financial system, an Africa that can build research institutions, an Africa that will change how Africans are educated and not anymore as idiots and not anymore as inferior people. We want an Africa that will educate African children as Africans and not as idiots and not as second-class citizens, as second-class citizens of any place. Now, what we have is we are always trying to catch up because we are not the original owners of what we are trying to catch up. If you own it, you can tweak it anywhere you want. But if you don't own it, they continue to update, and when they update, you are required to download their new software. We are tired of that. And that is why we are tired of idiots leading Africa. And that is why you Africans, I don't care, Nigerians, I don't care which tribe you come from. Look at the picture. Look at yourself. Look at your children. The one that you have and the one you don't have already. Ask yourself, what future do you want for them? Do you think a drug dealer should be the one leading you? Yes. Do you think a drug dealer? Do you know that the fake vice president of Nigeria is a terrorist? Have you heard about that? Kashin Shetima is a terrorist tied to Boko Haram. The whole world knows that. Does it make you happy? Do you know that your Minister of Defense, Bello Matawale, is a terrorist? He funds terrorism. When he was governor of Zamfara State, he built a house for terrorists inside the state house. He was buying them operational vehicles with which they were raping Nigeria. with which they were robbing Nigeria, kidnapping Nigerians. Do you know that DSS director Yusuf Bichi was working with Boko Haram? Yes, and that was under him. Boko Haram came and invaded Kuje prison, operated in Kuje prison for 5 solid hours, unchallenged. There was no army, there was no police, there was no DSS. They released all their members in detention and took them away. In the heart of Abuja, Yusuf Beach, do you know? Yeah, there was the whole of Buhari's cabinet was populated by terrorists. Buhari was the grand commander of Boko Haram. Do you remember when this rogue they call Bola Ahmed Tinubu came to power and he appointed Wike as a minister of Federal Capital Territory? Do you remember they started kidnapping people in Abuja in order to make a case for them because they think that Abuja is their own and that every minister of Federal Capital Territory has to be a Fulani. You know that they were kidnapping people from their homes. Even the fake Sultan of Sokoto was making a case that um, the Minister of Federal Capital Territory is supposed to be a Northerner. Now, when you say Northerner, who is the Northerner? The Northerner is the Fulani. When they talk about not, that's why I'll tell you, not does not exist. Hey, Anna Graham, how are you? Thank you very much for joining. We appreciate you. Yes. Okay, my number again is +1. If you're calling from Nigeria, just put +1 or anywhere. 713 281 5435. Once again, +1 713 281 5435. That is my number. And that's ONN's number. Just send us a message. We'll be more than happy to respond to you. Okay, thank you very much. So, you see, they started the fake Sultan in Sokoto came out furious that the Minister of Federal Capital Territory is supposed to be a Northerner. And when they say Northerner, they don't recognize the people from Benue as Northerner when there's anything to benefit. They don't recognize the people from Plateau as Northerners. They don't recognize the people from Niger State as Northerners. They don't recognize anybody from Kogi State as Northerner. They don't recognize anyone from Kwara, Northerner. The only Northerners that you see, whenever they say Northerners, look again, it's Fulani. Yes. Fulani elites. They are very wicked, very devious, very manipulative. They are the ones that put Nigeria where we are right now. I say Fulani elite. I didn't say Fulani people. Fulani elites. The ones who send their people into the bush and arm them with AK-47. Yes. The ones that are driven by Saad Abubakar, that fake Sultan in Sokoto. The Hausa people will take their throne. I tell them the Hausa people are warming up. They're gonna take over all their stolen things in the north. Yes. So whenever you hear Northern, the one who make all the noise about Northern, all of them, they are Fulanis. Fake, very wicked, exploitative Fulani elites. They are the ones who destroyed Nigeria. Now we must be ready to take Nigeria from them. That is why I'm telling you, young people in Nigeria, from the north, east, and west, including responsible Fulanis who are angry about what their fellow Fulanis are doing to Nigeria. They don't believe in Nigeria. They don't recognize Nigeria as their country. Their mission is to destroy Nigeria so they can build a Sokoto Caliphate. That's the name of their country. Mystery Babylon that will never come to pass. It's been a long time that they have been announcing that ambition. Their mission is to not just only take Nigeria, but Nigeria is so strategic to their agenda. They want to take the whole of the West African sub-region. They are responsible for what is taking place in Burkina Faso. They are responsible for what is taking place in Mali. They are responsible for what is taking place in Niger. They are responsible for what is taking place in Sudan. They are, yes, the people of Central African Republic drove them away. They drove them and they took over Mauritania. They are the ones who changed the name of Mauritania to Islamic Republic of Mauritania. What we knew before was Mauritania. They drove all the black people, original black people, the original owners of Mauritania away. I met one of them in Texas here where I live. And he told me about 15 years ago, he said, Madu, he said, Nigeria is in trouble. They took my country. They drove us away. That young man is from Mauritania, black man like me. Yes, these evil Fulani elites, they want to be more Arabs than Nigeria. They don't care. Yes, they don't care about Nigeria. What they care is about the economics, economic resources. All they care about is controlling the politics of Nigeria and controlling the finances of Nigeria. So I am calling you young people of Nigeria, stop being corrupt for once. Especially you from other parts of Nigeria. Stop being corrupt. Don't belong to any party that they belong to. When any Fulani elite stand in an election, vote them down. No, no, nobody should be talking about Abubakar Atiku. You're talking about Musa Rabiu Kwankwaso. You're talking about Kashi Shetima. You're talking about Al Mustafa. Are you talking about El Rufai? You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. They have an agenda. And the agenda was based off of the vision of Usman Dan Fodio, who invaded the Hausa land in 1804. Yes, he told them not to stop until they dip their Quran in the Atlantic Sea, Ocean. And then when they say deep Quran in the Atlantic Ocean, that's the last town in the Niger Delta. And that is and that is why I tell you, young people, some of you from the Niger Delta, be careful of Asari Dokubo. Asari Dokubo is their agent. So when he raises his hand, you be ready to deal with him. He is their agent. Asari Dokubo is their agent in the Niger Delta. Asari Dokubo is not a good man. Be careful of him. You young people from the Niger Delta and the whole of Nigeria together. Yes. Okay, okay. You send me a message on me. Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. I will read it when I finish this broadcast. So, my dear young Nigerians, I have talked to you. I have called you corrupt. I want you to be mad. I want you to be angry. This is what a politician gives to you today, ends today. They don't give you enough to make you a better person. They will give you enough to keep you their slaves. Nigerian politicians are the most wicked on earth. If you see a Nigerian politician and you see a snake, save the snake and let whatever happens to the Nigerian politician happen to him. Whether they're your brother or not, no Nigerian politician right now is good. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your subscription. No Nigerian politician is good. They are all demonic, including those who are already there and those who are aspiring. They are aspiring to go and steal. They call it national cake. They have eaten all the cake. There's nothing left for you, young people. There's nothing left for your generation. There's nothing left for your future. They are criminals. They trained Asari Dokubo. Yes. Yeah, via Gaddafi. Thank you. You know that, Mary. Thank you. I'm very happy that you know that. So Asari Dokubo is demonic, is evil. Asari Dokubo is the commander of the unknown gunmen that were killing Igbos in the Igbo land in order to discredit IPOB. They were ready. Asari Dokubo was the one. His boys were the one who killed Dr. Akuile, the husband of Edora. He was not IPOB. Yes. But because Nigeria is the leadership of Nigeria is a useless leadership under Buhari. Buhari was the one who commissioned him to do that job. They were killing high-profile Igbo people. And the reason was to discredit IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu. But the truth cannot be pushed away. We know the truth. So that is why Asari Dokubo can wake up and say anything. But God is going to punish him. The day someone like me will be president of Nigeria, I wish Nigerians can change for 1 minute and give me the presidency of that country. So you will see what a true fighter is. You will see what a true person who loves his country can do. These people who say they are untouchable, I will touch all of them. From Saad to El-Rufai to all of them, we will touch them. And we run them out of Nigeria because they are not Nigerians. Yes. But the way Nigeria is structured, we have to fight to break loose and put those who truly represent our interests in power at all levels. When that happens, you will see change. Nigeria cannot change for the best right now. Nigeria is going to get worse until you young people in Nigeria unite, and seize your country. It's not going to happen through an election. An election is not going to cut it for Nigeria. The way Nigeria is right now, no, not an election. There's no roadway, no pathway to an election that will help Nigeria right now. We must be ready to make that sacrifice. We must do what the Nepalese did, the Nepalese youth did to free their country. We must do what you see the Peruvians now, the people in Peru, they did their own. Here you are hearing about what's taking place in Madagascar. Yes. So if all these countries can, the young people there can wake up, it's like a wave now. What is stopping the Nigerian youths? Stop being corrupt. Look away from money. Stop being transactional. Remember that country, Nigeria, take it like your mother. We love our mothers. We love our fathers. But the bigger mother and father is Nigeria because the country gives us a space to thrive. It gives us the identity that we have. Share the love you have for your mother and father with Nigeria. Don't think that Nigeria will wake up and hand over something to you. It has already handed a good arable land to you. It has given you an identity. You have to defend your identity, defend your space in Nigeria. It is your right. It's not in the place of Bola Tinubu to tell you. He's not your headmaster. You are no longer a pupil in a primary school that the headmaster will wake up and be caning. And the reason why they have been succeeding is because when they cane one person, all of us will run away. If like when they heard Nnamdi Kanu, the whole of people came out in their millions, they will be the ones on the run. So now, Nigerian young people, let's prepare ourselves to put them on the run. Yes, let's prepare ourselves to put them on the run. We can make it happen. All we need to do is unity. All we need to do is to say, hey, we are tired of this. All we need to do is to stop taking money from them. They all deserve to be on the run. We can make it happen. It doesn't take more than 1 million in every state of Nigeria. We send the evil out of Nigeria. And there will be Egyptians of yesterday that we will never see again. It can be done. Forget about Islam. Forget about Christianity for one. Please make it a private business. Put Nigeria at the forefront of what you think going forward. Going forward, I'm telling you, start organizing. Start organizing. Start small. Join the Open Nigeria movement. Yes, I champion the Open Nigeria movement. If you go to Facebook for a start, okay, if those who are listening to me, I will give you my phone number again. I'm going to send you the link to Open Nigeria, to the Open Nigeria Now movements link. All right, I'm going to send it. I'm going to try and do it now. Let me send it to you right here so you can access it, because it's very important that we get this message across to our people. We have suffered more than enough. Enough is enough for those who are holding our country hostage. They have no right to hold us the hostage the way they have been holding us. We are not slaves to anybody. We cannot be slaves to a minority Fulani elites who think that Nigeria belongs to them to destroy. Nigeria is our country. We are Africans. They don't own Nigeria. We own Nigeria. And we must start standing up for Nigeria. We have not been standing for Nigeria for a very long time. That is why they have the audacity to continue to steal from us and then ambush us with their army. They control the Nigerian army right now. They use the Nigerian army to hold us down. But that army is about to crash. Yes, that army is not the army of the Nigerian people. That is why they cannot fight Boko Haram. Yes, they are only good at killing innocent and defenseless citizens of Niger Delta and those in Igbo land. That is the only time the Nigerian army is able to organize and get anything done. So the army does not represent us. It's not our army. It is their army. But they cannot continue to use that army to hunt us. And we continue to be on the run. We will not run anymore. Nigeria is our country. We cannot continue to use that army to hunt us. Yes. And we continue to be on the run. We are not going to run anymore. We have run enough. We are not cowards. Why should we be running for a minority? All right, Eunice, Eunice Gilbert, how are you? Okay, I am sharing the link to the Open Nigeria movement. So follow that link. Join us at Open Nigeria. Yes. So we can start writing from there. So if you are in Nigeria right now, watching this program from anywhere on earth, I have shared a link. I've shared a link. Hop on that link. Not just you joining. Invite your friends. Let us make it a big platform. We want a critical mass of critically conscious Nigerians to take down this corrupt and morally bankrupt Nigerian system. Hey, Bill Anderson, how are you? Yes. All right, let me take this. Wow, wow. All right. Okay, let me see this. Please, yeah, double tap the center of your phone screen on the thumbs up. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Zelena, I appreciate you for that. God bless you. Look at Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, under such a short period of time, under a young man driven by purpose, look at where the country is. So if you are joining us from YouTube, please, show us some love. Like, share, comment, because it helps the YouTube algorithm to recognize and continue to recommend us to more people. We want to reach as many people as possible. We want to be that alternative access to the people, because our people have been starved of access to information for a very long time. So now we are seeing the light. The only thing is we got to stand up. Yes, we got to stand up. Stand up for our rights, because Nigeria is our rights. We own Nigeria, they don't own it. Yes, invaders cannot tell us what to do in our country. We must stop running from them. We must stop running from them. Defend your position anywhere you are. The country, we have no government. Nobody is protecting the people of Nigeria. The right to self-defense is a universal doctrine. It's a God Almighty approved doctrine. It's a spiritual doctrine, and it is a biological response to threats. So you will never be at fault when you defend your position. Organize wherever you are in your various localities. Some ragtags will not continue to ransack our cities and ransack our villages, because they are some people. No, we are Nigerians. We own that country, and that is exactly what it's going to be. All right, let me give you. Yeah, I think I can type ONN's number now. ONN. All right, contact us. Just bear with me. Yes, yes. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you. Massive, massive, massive outpouring. I love what is taking place tonight here. 132815435. All right, all right. Yes, yes, yes. Much love to you guys. I appreciate the turnout here is very, 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 very massive, very, very encouraging. Yes, it couldn't have been possible without you. And we appreciate all of you who join us every time we come here. And we appreciate, more importantly, our new subscribers, our new visitors. And we hope that you don't leave here without subscribing to our channel to help us grow, and grow organically. Yes, the problem of all is the amalgamation of 1914. There is no amalgamation of 1914. That's the happening. Cannot be happening. I agree with you. But we are here right now. The country was amalgamated against. We were not there when they were amalgamating it. The truth was that the country was a business. It was an entrepreneur. Some entrepreneurs came together. They were trading on the people, and they decided to make it a bigger business, and then turned it into a plantation for them. And they have been harvesting and then be treating all of us inside the country as their plantation workers. And this is the reason now we must end it. We must end it. We must end the plantation business in Nigeria. It happened to the United States. America was a British colony. Yes, until Americans came together and decided that they had it. They gave them a kick and left. And once that happened, America was on the pathway to becoming the most powerful country on earth. That is how America defeated the British Empire. An African country can do it. And the best country position to do it is Nigeria. We have the size, we have the population, and we can make it happen. Yes, we have the population, sadly, that is underutilized. So we have to make ourselves responsible. We have to make ourselves useful. We have to make ourselves purpose driven. We must make ourselves visionary. We must now come together and band together and decide what we want for our country. And then cut off the placenta of these evil suckers that have been had. Lazy people. They are very lazy. They don't work hard. Yes, they don't work, but they steal and robbed the country. And then now they arm themselves to destroy our country. So all of us will become slaves or run away. And you see a lot of young people, you see how much our young people have left Nigeria in droves. You know what is happening? It was manipulated. The suffering that is driving our young people away from Nigeria is a manipulated suffering. Yes, destruction of the economy. Now, when they migrate and leave, our young people leave Nigeria. What is happening? You see, there's a replacement. They bring bandits to come and replace people in villages across Nigeria. Yes. Don't you see it? Are you not seeing it in your village? Yes, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. So our young people who leave the country created a vacuum for them to occupy. That is how they are easily taking over our communities one after the other. So we have to wake up. We have been put to sleep for a very long time. It is time for us to wake up. And if we don't wake up, we will cry generationally. Yes, they are poised to destroy the country. A minority destroying a whole massive enclave called Nigeria. That is shame. And then we have people who go to Abuja to wear agbada and share money at the floor of the National Assembly. Stop people who are reasonable, like what they did to Natasha, for standing up to an idiot, a he-goat, called Akpabio. It suspended her and played all these type of games. And the people of Nigeria kept quiet. They could not come and no. I want to build a new generation of young people. I want to inspire a generation of young people who can stand up for their rights, who are not cowards, who will not be afraid of anybody, who will come out and take their country. Because you have a right. You have the right to your life, right to choice, right to freedom of expression, right to freedom of association, right to self-determination. And you have a duty to defend Nigeria that we have not been doing. A moral, civic, and constitutional duty. We must defend our country, beautiful country, and not let idiots, not let terrorists and invaders take over the country. That's what they want. They want all of us to be afraid. They want us to be on the run for them. We are not running anymore. We must not run anymore. Nigeria is so rich. When I mean rich, Nigeria is so rich. Nigeria is not supposed to be where it is right now. Nigeria is so rich, super rich, super rich. How rich Nigeria is to the extent that no Nigerian should be struggling. No Nigerian should be anywhere outside Nigeria. But they twisted the country and they claim, no man, it's time. It's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. Young people of Nigeria, please. And I don't fall our hand too much for before. Now I will cut you a slack that maybe perhaps you did not know enough. We'll continue to give you the story, the history of Nigeria. And anyone who has a question, please feel free to ask me as we are about to end this session so I can sleep a little bit. It's 2:11 a.m. here. Uh, yes, which is about 8:11 a.m. in Nigeria. Yes, but feel free to ask me a question. I'm going to read. The problem that name called Nigeria is the problem because before amalgamation, we have our way of living. Yes, absolutely. We did. But it's never late. We can change it. That is why we are having this discussion right now. So, with people like you and others who are inspired to do something new, yeah, because that's how leaders emerge. Leaders who want to do something new. How did Ibrahim Traore emerge? Ibrahim Traore emerged because he was hunger. He was hungering for change. He wanted to make a difference, and he had the opportunity to make that difference. This is our opportunity to make it happen. We don't care who cries. We don't care who dies. This is our opportunity to change the story of Nigeria for the good of all of us, and more importantly, for the good of Africa, because Africa is waiting for us. One Nigerian among a lot of Africans is a lot, and they know and they respect us. We are falling their hands. We are failing Africa. We have been failing Africa. No Nigerian man has been a Pan-Africanist leading the charge for Nigeria. No, there's never been anyone. They always been puppet criminals, rogues. How can rogues? Do you know Kashin Shetima? The people who bombed the United Nations building, they were arrested in his house. Do you know how painful that can be? Yes, they were arrested in his house. And then a few years after, they put him as vice president of Nigeria. Come on now. I think we can do better than that. There is no one like good Fulani. They are so gentle in nature, humble, humble deceiver. If you can read what is in their brain and evil heart, you will run. But instead, please let's face them. Well, I don't believe in writing the whole people off. I don't think it's fair. But I understand your anger because I speak with a lot of young Hausa people who tells me their ordeal. They tell me, but there's one Afro Hausa person. When I told them that I have some Fulani friends, so she told me I don't trust you. That's and I asked her why. And she started telling me a lot of. They said these are people you cannot trust. That they can come close to you for what they want, and then they can turn around and bite you. But I told her, well, I don't uh, be that person. I like to give people the opportunity to express themselves. So that when I make a decision about them, I'll make an informed decision. But I don't think it's fair to write off a whole people. No whole country can be as bad. It's just like writing off the whole of Nigeria. We have a lot of good people, more good people in Nigeria than those who destroy the image of Nigeria. But again, I understand where people come from. Yeah, it is so difficult to not trust people. People who take advantage of people. Yeah, another Hausa person told me how Osman Danfodio came, that they took him in and thought that they were uh, Muslim brothers. Then he turned around and stabbed them. The same people did the same thing in Kwara, where they take Yoruba land in Ilorin, from Afonja. So, well, people can be what they are, but I will not subscribe that everybody is bad. I will not be fair. That is genocide if I decide to do that. All right, so I'm so happy. Big Van. Okay, I hear. All right, I hear. So thank you so much. YouTube, thank you. Facebook, thank you. TikTok, I appreciate all of you for the time that you put into listening to this very great message. I really love the chemistry. I love the crowd. I love how everything went. And this is the second edition of Good Morning Africa. So we look forward to Saturday morning when we'll be interviewing our brother Mike Kinzo from Kenya. We'll be talking about democracy in Africa. Democracy in Africa, that's what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be taking him question. All right. Blessing. Thank you very much. Much love. Much love. Bye for now. I love you guys. Thank you. So I look forward to seeing you guys Friday. Well, you join us for a reggae night if you can. Reggae at its best at ONN. Last week was I had so much fun doing it. I didn't want to stop. Many people came. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Lloyd Stevenson, how are you? Thank you. Oh, yeah, you from Texas. Thank you. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Yes, yes, yes. Read TV. It was essentially a unilateral decision by the British for economic and administrative convenience. Yes, and not a treat or a treaty or agreement signed by the representatives of the people. I agree completely with you. British represent fraud, evil. They are part of. They are the reason the world is upside down the way it is. Little landlocked country. Yes, what they did, and they call themselves great. Stole everything from Africa. They don't have gold reserve, but their queen and king has the most valuable gold. They stole our artifacts from Benin Empire everywhere, and then to exhibit to grow their economy. They don't have nothing, and this is why I am troubled. I'm so pissed off with how our people, our leader, I don't want to say, I don't have no leader, not a leader in Nigeria, how they are not able to think, how they have continued to remain students of this foolishness. Yes, why, like in the last election, why all the presidential candidates traveled to London to read, to be reading their manifestos. It made me look like, what, these guys are crazy. They are all crazy. All right. I look forward to seeing you, man. Bye for now. And I love you guys. Bye TikTok, bye Facebook, bye YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. So Lloyd Stephen, okay. He said, does the America does so does the United States of America. All right, all right. Okay, Lloyd, let's connect in our next show. Friday. We're gonna Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Please join us, about the same time. Thank you. It was such a pleasure. And if you want our contact information, I listed it up there. If you scroll down through the comments, you see the number. You will see, yes, the number to contact me. If you have, you want to, chat with me for something, I'm more than happy to engage you. Take care and have a good night. Bye bye.